change my dining table centerpiece. So right now it has all the hydrangeas which are well for summer. You can take these out. I might use these. These two have a little bit of color of fall. So these are all going on. I found this big piece of big, as white as the dining table at one of a kind antique mall where we have our booth. So I'm going to lay this under it. I will put some paint on it just in case it will scratch my table. So I have these felt pads which I'm going to put under. I don't want my table getting scratched. This stuff needs cleaning. So I had it all set up in this tray. Balanced. This let's go start with my candles. So now for your candles, if they don't stand straight, you can always put a little bit of museum wax. A little bit. Just apply it a bit in your hand and stick it. Maybe you even need less than that. And your candles will always stay straight. Some museum wax you can take off, reuse. You can roll it out and put it back in here and reuse it later. I'm gonna put some in this too. There we go. And sometimes I'd like to put some underneath these two, but not yet, because I'm not sure this is the placing that I will use. So now I want to put hydrangeas here. What I'm going to do is cut a piece of tape, just your ordinary painter's tape, and I am going to stick it here. I'm going to cut these into smaller pieces and stick them with hot glue. Let's do this and this, because it's a bit messy. So I'm going to use hot glue on top of this tape and stick these. So later on I can just take off the tape and my wood piece would be perfectly all right. A little bit of experiment here and there. So now I want to use the hydrangeas that I had colored. I had changed the color of these. So yeah, I have to trim these down because I have lots. So. I do want to put a bit of white. So I put one more. So maybe I will think about this later. I didn't want to cut these, because I use them throughout summer, and sometimes I use them in longer races. So let's see if we can do these. So this needs a bit more glue. So I have two more for that side. Straighten the leaves, but not too much, because that's not how they naturally form. I changed my mind about cutting those long stems, because I always regret it when I cut them too short. Red leaves, actually stuck them in between. Sometimes if you don't have a stem, the best thing is cut off a bit of leftover stems. I never throw away the stems, and then you can attach it here with hot glue. Okay, so I did want to add a little bit of white here and there. I don't want to cover this part because I want it to show as wood. I might have put my paw prints on it. If you want these really steady and you want to keep that they don't move at all, you can always put a little bit of museum wax here underneath and they will stay. So as I said, I want to add, oh, I found a little bit of white hydrangea. Maybe it can go here. Okay, let's do a couple of white. Make sure you're sticking it in the foam because otherwise they will keep falling off. Like these. Also, the idea is to hide the foam underneath, although it's green, but first hide it, and also the tape. These are all from previous years, so they've got moss stuck to them. Trying to find a piece where I can hide all the tape and the foam. I use this little bit enough. Initially I brought this. I wanted to add some copper to it, but I think this is looking good and it's big enough, so I'm not going to do this. So it's trial and error. Whatever you feel looks good, do that. I think that's it. It looks beautiful. Here I put all the hydrangea droppings, as I call it. I put them inside these, and I think they make a little ring and they look beautiful. I like that. the empty space here that shows the wood. I love the lines of this wood. Both sides it's got beautiful bark that's still there.